my name is Autumn Eston, and I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and was raised and adopted by an American woman named Barbara Eston on May 18, 1997. It was unclear how I was taken care of between the time when I was found in Hunan Town and by the time I was sent to Chujio Welfare Institute.
Yeah. What was this? What are these split pants?
Yeah. So you think
These are all the clothes I came with?
yeah, you think the shoes are upstairs?
I don't know.
That's odd because I had kept everything here. You were crying and then your eyes are red, but then you were from there you were like laughing and
Yeah.
because I was spinning you around. You know, I was always Here's my little girl. Because I had seen this article in a newspaper saying that they had all these little girls in China because of the one-child policy, so that these little girls needed a home, and I thought, how perfect. I want a little girl, and there are little girls out there who need a mommy, and so let's go that way. They were divided into two groups, the older babies being Autumn, and then infants. And so I went with, I think, 2 or 3 other women to get the older babies. And they took us to some government building. And then some voice down the corridor far away said, the children are coming, here come the children. And it was, you know, it's like somebody saying angels are dropping out of the sky. It was like, here come the children.
Since my parents were both Caucasian and I'm Asian, so it's pretty obvious that I was adopted, and my mom has always been really open about it. And my mom just told me that like a lot of babies at the time were being abandoned because they were girls, because of China's one-child policy. So I always just thought I was a product of that. It was pretty sad just thinking like just because you're a girl you'd be abandoned. But other than that, I think that's the big reason why I wanted to look, is just to get that confirmation, like a reasoning behind why I was, and then to also just tell them that I was healthy. I think the two things that are going through my head, if anything, if I was able to find them at all, but my expectations were like very low.
上午8点13分，奥特姆乘坐的 G1321次列车进站。这次陪奥特姆一起来的还有她男朋友和她上海的朋友。一踏上家乡的土地，奥特姆有了浓浓的亲切感。
I'm very anxious. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. But yeah, I'm really nervous.
This is Autumn's sister. It's a very, very emotional. Oh, is this your brother? Hey. 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 Hey.
I don't know if they wanted me to stay in that microphone. It felt very awkward.
小姐都下好。
那个基本两个我上过，基本两个，基本两个，基本两个我上过。
This is Autumn's dad.
Thank you, 谢谢。
My story, which at the time we just thought like that I was abandoned, as an infant, and then went to the adoption agency and stood there for like 2.5 years until I was adopted. But later on, we find that's not true.
前面那个哥哥家就是他白白家的，本来都要来往的，现在为了这个小女儿不来了。
我爸不是第一个知道，小红人他们是第一个知道的，对不对？
不，你学以后他们不会告诉我的。
对，
到时候没办法了，就要我去跟
他们说。
My father's oldest brother's wife said that she had a family that really wanted a girl and they already had a son. So technically this would be illegal because they already had a boy. The next day they gave me to this aunt and she took me to her family.
他说他们很喜欢女儿的嘞。他说这样的我们两家反正是亲戚们亲上加亲，我可以来往的，又不是不可以来往。那可以来往嘛，我想想也好的了啊。结果包去以后他不让我们来，后来他的那个姐姐哈过来了，他就说他说抱走了啊。我说什么怎么被抱走了？他说政府不让领养，他们抢就走了。我说肯定人家先通知你的嘞，不可能来一抢就走的嘞，对不对？后来我们到那个妇女院里面去的时候，他有一个证明，他那个证明上面写的是他们在河边捡到的。
And they try to claim me as their biological child. The volunteers asked to submit a DNA sample as protocol for anything, and they refused. And then they tried to convince my dad to give them his DNA. If it wasn't for my cousin who saw the same news footage of me looking for my birth family would never have known because this family did not tell them that I was looking.
小姑娘家我去过，其实他们家算中产阶级，他们应该是，如果跟我们对比，那我们还是穷的穷光蛋嘛，所以他们觉得你这么在意，肯定就是要钱什么的。
It was a letter saying calling a story to try to, I think, make me feel like a connection with them, where they already told me this story where it was when we were walking around the house, they'd said, look up that road. When you were little, we gave you 1 RMB to go get soy sauce. When the government officials were looking for you, you and your grandma or something hid in the mountains for a couple days, and your parents never came to visit you at all. Where were they?
小姑娘联系一次哭一次，小姐联系一次哭一次，都各种话，真的是那时候真的是争夺战一样的，真的很难受。
他已经讲过了，奥特曼跑出去的几个月要我算了，要我算他们的抚养费，因为奥特曼来领我了，他都以为我家得到奥特曼多少钱了啊，给我气的，都给我做气的不来。
Did you cry?
Yeah, I'm just getting a little flustered, I guess.
Are you crying?
Yeah, but stop bringing attention to it.
Why?
He said it first. You're allowed to cry, right?
I would like to know why
I don't know. I'm just overwhelmed right now. Can I take a break, actually?
Oh, baby. I didn't know you were upset. I'm sorry. Oh, you paparazzi.
Sorry. I actually really do want a second alone.
What? Take a break, man?
Yeah, I mean, hold on. I just need a second. I think the whole topic about my birth family and the first adoptive parents is hard for me to still comprehend, because it was a very emotional time when I found out that they had purposely abandoned me. I'm trying to emotionally digest all of that was happening with me, along with getting this new news that everyone was trying to understand at the same time, and also trying to at that time have an open mind about everyone in the situation. So then when I found this bad news, it made me start to question everything. I didn't know if I should believe my birth family or these people.
是你听不懂，我没听。你没有，不是你是听不懂，不是没听。No， 我在，你在听，听不懂。
你在听。
对吧？这上面的。啊，上面拿。行，不用。不要这样子哈，静一下，往这样拿上去的那个。
That we did spend together, like even though we really can't communicate at all, you can just feel the love he has for me just by him sitting next to me. And I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I can just tell how much he wants to be a part of my life.
第一次来奥特姆来的，然后我到了以后，你偷媳妇偷偷的哭吧哟，这应该讲，我觉得应该是。
我想想，可能啊，小朋友不要以为我是不要他。
The night that we were saying goodbye to him and Longyo, we were going back to the car, and he was following us. You know, it was just like family, and he was following us. And then all of a sudden I turned back and he was gone. And apparently my brother said that he had turned back quickly because he started crying. And he didn't want to be seen. So it made me start crying because I was like, I feel so guilty.
Oh, don't feel guilty.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my fault
No.
that this all happened. But like, I'm also just like, yeah, I want to spend time with him too.
Good.
I think.
哎，波波，你有想过今年这个年是这么过的吗？和奥特姆这么过的吗？
想不到，他说不来，他屁股没有不来了。他说奥特姆车票买不到，不来了。对，
我说买不到车票。有很多人不是说奥特姆回来了，来给你送钱，然后第一次来就这样送车送板，然后奥特姆还开玩笑 ，Give me money， 我们 house。任何人都不可能用钱去买来这种真正的感情。
这个是开过光的，保佑你的，这能源重。
开过光的是吧？
对，再换一个了，这个线。
能不能给我2个？我还有一个女儿。
这个线比较好。
这是许愿带，这绑在哪里？
把树上，
绑哪里个树上？
都可以，他们都绑了，你看人家绑了。
等一下绑在那边树上去。
外面好了，好，那我们下去吧，走吧。
I want to say hello to Autumn. Hello. You're going to be in China by now, I guess. And tell you how wonderful it was to have you and LU and my grand dogs here. And I want you to tell your mother and your father how much I have enjoyed having you for my daughter and how much I appreciate the fact that they had you and that I'm sorry for her mother, sorry for you, Mom, that you missed out on those young years with her. But plus, trust me, she was a good girl and a pleasure, and she loves you both very much. And she loves you too, sister and brother. And take good care of her while she's there, which I know you will.
那什么你歌啊？
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Autumn.
Happy birthday to you.
来，生日快乐！生日快乐！来。
我们是农历正月13生的，生他的时候，而且是还没有足月的，生下来第2天，然后抱走的。抱走的时候是那天风很大，外面的风，而且都听得到那种声音，很大的风，也是冬天嘛哦。
My name is Joy Jones, and I was born June 2nd, 1995. I was found in the government of Huxi on July 20th, 1995, and I was taken to the Chuzhou Social Welfare Institute. I was adopted May 13th, 1997, and taken to America.
乔伊琼斯的中文名叫瞿后方，这是衢州福利院给他起的名字。根据瞿后方的收养证明，我们得知他出生于1995年6月2号。